Maiba po tayo, marami ang nagsasabi na pinaka-safe na means of transportation ang sumakay sa eroplano. Merong by car, may nagsasabi by bus, merong by train, or subway, pero ang sabi, the best pa rin daw talaga ang by plane. Pero, suppose for example, mga kaibigan, kailangang i-ditch o ilapag ang eroplano for emergency landing. Ano ba ang ilan sa dapat tandaan ng mga pasahero sa halip na magpanik? Abe, kausapin po natin ang mga sanay sa ganyan, ang mga eksperto, ang mga nakakaintindi. Makakatuwang po natin, imparting knowledge, ang isa sa mga piloto ng Philippine Airlines, wala pong iba kundi si Captain Lucian Carlo Aquino. Si Captain Lucian Carlo Aquino ay Pilot Second Officer sa Philippine Airlines. Captain Aquino, good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Professor Willie, good morning. And good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to everyone who's listening at home or whether you're driving or not. Good morning.
Maraming salamat, Captain. I understand that this is a rare occurrence not designed for the purpose. Pero, Captain, just in case of emergency, ano ba ang ilan sa mga pangunahing dapat isiisip ng pasahero for more chances of survival?
Okay, that's a pretty good question, and that's a question that we get asked a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing, actually medyo gasgas na nga tong recommendation na to, but the first thing that everyone should need to do is that everyone should please, remain calm.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, when you are relaxed or calm while under pressure, mas in terms of thinking and how you process things, the information you're being given, is mas mas effective, mas fluid, at mas may execute mo ng tama.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing you have to do.
Okay.
No, Professor.
Yun talaga, Captain,
So,
ang keyword no? Talagang kailangan, don't panic. Kalma ka lang,
Yes.
kalma.
Yes,
Eh.
definitely. Kasi we tend to do things that are not required or not really necessary whenever you're not in a state of calmness or you're under stress. Diba? Stress na that's not managed. So the second thing during emergencies, the second thing that you need to do is number 2, listen to the cabin crew members. Okay, or your cabin attendants, the flight stewards, the flight stewardess, the FAs, So makinig kayo sa kanila kasi they pretty much know all of the drills that we might encounter during those kinds of instances.
Totoo yan.
Yeah, kasi nga, di ba, na-mention mo, Professor, hindi naman actually tayo designed for that. Pero, may 2 occurrences tayo, like we do an emergency landing on land or a terrain landing or ditching. This is on water naman. So rest assured, alam ng cabin crew members what to do and what to instruct you para so there's a safe egress or evacuation of the
Tsaka,
aircraft.
Captain, kasi di ba, syempre yan ang mga otoridad yung pilot, yung mga stewardess. Parang nga minsan, Captain, kinikilabutan ako. I hope I just want to share, no, na yung mga flight stewardess, ang priority talaga niyan yung mga pasahero. Minsan nga kahit sarili na lang ang ililigtas nila in times of danger, priority pa rin yung mga pasahero, di ba? Kaya dapat talaga makinig at kalma lang yung mga pasahero whatever happens. Captain, just in case ditching a plane on water is the last resort, tama ba, sir, na inflate ka agad ng isang pasahero ang kanyang life jacket at i-unlock ang seatbelt para daw mas mabilis makakilos?
Oh, wow. Good question, partner. That is actually a big no-no. Diba? Inflating your life vest while you're still inside the aircraft, nang hindi ka pa nakakalabas, that's a big no-no. Why? You might, of course, you're gonna ask why. Bakit? Why not inflate my life vest? Diba? Lalabas na rin naman ako sa tubig. So number 1, it is going to prevent you from actually being able to move properly and efficiently inside the cabin. Tandaan nyo, when you inflate your life vest nang nasa loob ka, it's gonna take up space.
Exactly.
And hindi lang ikaw ang lalabas na aeroplano.
Totoo.
And number 2, if there's already water inside the cabin or water comes rushing in, what's gonna happen is that because you inflated already your life vest, mangyayari dyan, you might end up being stuck inside the aircraft. Mahihirapan ka lumabas. You might end up being stuck on the ceiling of the aircraft as the aircraft is getting flooded. In short, that might actually cost you your life, di ba? It's a grave mistake.
Captain, meron palang ano dito, meron ditong text messages mula sa ating mga viewers at pati na rin kina engineer. Baka naman
Okay.
daw pwedeng mahiritan ka ng sample ng message na binabanggit mo before takeoff and after landing.
Oh, wow. Grabe, ha? Pwede naman. Okay, sige. I'll
Captain,
give
paano
you
ba,
a little...
Captain?
Okay, just a quick one. This is actually... Ano naman siya, because we also have... as you know, part ako ng Philippine Airlines, we have a standard text of announcement.
Okay.
But this one that yung ibibigay ko sa inyo, medyo parang it's like... Hindi siya standard, okay? But I'm gonna say it as well. So, since requested ni Prof, okay, let's bigay. Okay, so let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning from the flight deck. This is your pilot speaking. And we'd like to welcome everyone on board the Philippine Airlines Flight PR-102. Service flight from Manila to Los Angeles, utilizing a Boeing 777-300ER with tail number RPC7774.
Grabe.
As today's flying time would take us at around 12 hours and 30 minutes with an initial cruising altitude of 30,000 feet. And as we burn fuel and get lighter, we will then be climbing to our final cruising altitude of 36,000 feet.
Captain, grabe. By heart, kaya mong i-recite sabihin yan. Kumbaga sa mga items na pinapa-deliver natin sa Lazada, sa mga Shopee, ito yung legit talaga no? Hindi scam hindi scam. Captain, what comes exactly to your... Thank you so much, Captain, for that. What comes exactly to your mind kapag nakakabalita o nakakapanood ng mga documentaries about air tragedies? Kasi ako, to tell you honestly, Captain Aquino, pagka ako'y nasa treadmill, dati I used to watch yung mga bush prank, yung mga nakakatawa, dati music, ngayon di na. Lumalampas pa ako sa 30-minute treadmill ko, kapag ka nanonood ako ng mga yung kagaya ng Mayday at saka mga air tragedies, pagka nakakapanood ka ng ganun, you being a pilot at nasa ganyan kang system, anong naiisip mo, sir?
Yung first thing na naisip ko is that parang, alam mo yun, of course, it saddens me. It saddens me that those things happen at this day and age, di ba? Modern times, lalo na, di ba? Pero at the same time, it really gives me an insight of what not to do or what better actions I should have taken if I were in their position. But then again, I can't really say for the flight crew kasi nga, 'di ba? Wala tayo dun sa situation nila eh. We were not under stress, hindi natin alam kung ano yung experience nila fully kahit may cockpit voice recorder or may flight data recorder. Wala tayo dun eh. But then again, it's a good learning experience,
Okay.
diba? Learn from others' mistakes.
Pero Captain, alam mo, very thankful ako, no? Being very observant doon sa naging mga moves ng NTSB, if I'm not mistaken, National Transportation and Safety Board. Ang galing na kahit luray-luray na yung eroplano, nagagawa pa rin nilang malaman, kahit wala na nga yung cockpit voice recorder, nalalaman nila what went wrong. At I think, looking at it positively, Captain, I think you will agree with me on this, na malaking bagay na na-weed out na yung ganung mga problema para mas safe lalo ngayon ang ating aviation industry. Tama ba ako,
I do
Captain?
agree with you.
Captain, totoo ba na pinaka-safe na pwesto ang parting buntot ng eroplano na posibleng mas malaki daw ang chances of survival kapag nakapwesto ka sa rear part ng aircraft? Ano bang mo doon?
Actually, marami nagtatanong yan, honestly. And in terms of statistics, yes, mas pataas ang survivability of those seated at the aft or ayun yung term namin, aft section or rearmost section of the aircraft and yung seats in between. Di ba meron kang seats on the left, seats on the right.
Exactly.
But we're talking about the seats in between. Kasi yung seats on the left and the right, magiging buffer yun eh, just in case of an impact or whatever.
Okay.
Based on statistics to so I think it's 26% yung survivability, yung fatality rate. Basta mataas yung survivability mo compared sa other sections.
I understand. Captain, bakit daw merong mga nagsasabi, kasi nabanggit ko sa ilang mga kaibigan na may interview na akong pilot tong Saturday. Sabi nila, pakitanong mo nga kay Captain sa interviewee mo kung bakit hindi payagan na kung gano'n may problema na pala under distress yung eroplano, mag-parachute daw yung mga pasahero at buksan yung pinto at lumabas na lang. Tanong yan ng mga common tao. Ano bang ano natin na, Captain?
Oo nga, no? If you think about it, pero the thing is, ano siya logistically, hindi siya feasible.
Okay. Okay.
Plus, remember, hindi na tayo abot sa ganung point.
Okay.
'Di ba?
Okay.
And just imagine you're carrying 360 passengers.
Tama.
And usually when emergencies happen, yung sudden emergencies na major ones, like fire on the aircraft, ganyan, you won't be able to evacuate that 360 plus passengers. It would be better you contain whatever the emergency is at iland mo na lang yung aircraft safely. You save lives, at the same time, you save the aircraft.
I see. Thank you for that.
Diba?
Captain, di ko natatanong kung how much you make kasama yung hazard pay kasi I think napakalaki. Pero tanong ko lang, Captain, joke lang. Captain, tanong ko lang, tawa na tawa sa engineer namin dito. Captain, tanong ko lang, Captain Aquino, ano yung mga preparation na ginagawa mo considering na you are in charge sa 10 ng mga kasamahan mo na pinipiloto nyo isang eroplano with a lot of souls in it? Ano yung mga preparation na ginagawa ninyo para lahat positive at okay?
Oh, okay. A good question rin. The things that you have to do, personally ako pala, I make sure that I study the flight.
Okay.
I make sure that I'm physically fit. I make sure that I am, siyempre kailangan, kahit sabi mo medyo may mga instances before, you have to be emotionally and mentally fit. You have to be on the ball. You need to think about, am I ready to fly? Am I in a good physical condition to fly? And of course, you have to study the flight.
Okay.
And lastly, number 1, you have to pray prior to every flight. So regardless of your religion, diba, you ask for guidance. Diba? You pray for a safe flight.
Captain Aquino, ano ang panawagan mo sa iba pang mga nagbabalak na sumunod sa iyong yapak bilang piloto para maging matagumpay sila sa ganyang profesyon?
Oh, wow. Okay. Ang daming mga tanong mo talaga. Panalo, Prof. Okay, so ang masasabi ko lang, guys, it's never too late. It's never too late to start your career in aviation. But you have to ask yourself, diba? Do I really want this? And why do you want to become a pilot? Tanungin niyo muna yung sarili niyo, bakit yung gusto mag-piloto? Is it because of the prestige? Is it because of parang kasi mataas yung sweldo? You really have to ask yourself why. Because if you're gonna be doing it, you have to love it. Diba? You really have to love it. Love what you do what you love.
Should be passion. Captain Aquino,
Passion.
Captain Aquino, maraming salamat sa time, sir.
Uy, maraming salamat din, Prof. Thank you for this opportunity and sharing ma-share ko sa inyo yung a bit of yung aviation natin, di ba?
Wag ka Captain, may payo lang ako sa iyo. Captain Aquino, may advice lang ako sa iyo.
Yeah.
Sir. If you don't mind. Wag mo masyadong yung exposed ka kasi baka maiwan mo ang pagpipiloto, baka biglang kunin kang artista.
Wow! Yan tayo, nakakabulang pa tayo, Prof. Grabe.
Captain, may babatiin ka ba? May mga babatiin ka ba, sir?
I'd like to greet my colleagues in Philippine Airlines, may it be the ground handlers, the mechanics, the pilots, the cabin crew members. Diba? And of course, my family. And of course, to everyone listening and tuning in to Professor Willie. Maraming salamat po.
Mga kaibigan, ang inyo po napakinggan, walang iba kundi si Captain Lucian Carlo Aquino ng Philippine Airlines.